Welcome to this new episode of
Making love work.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well, we have good news because we are getting married.
Finally!
Yes. Yeah, if you've been following us, you've been seeing that we were struggling a little bit in the process. But now finally the plan is coming together.
We have been super busy with talking with some vendors, doing the planning, and now, well, I think the topic of today is
How to make the timeline for your wedding.
so we have been discussing this for how long? More than 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long process to get together. And when I started it, I had no clue where to begin. So I hope that this video can also help people that are planning to have a wedding soon and also don't know how to do this because they're not hiring someone to do this. Because it's doable, you just need to kind of know some guidelines, I think.
Where do we start?
We start with the ceremony. You're going to have the ceremony at a certain time. Depending on where you live and what you do, probably this is kind of less flexible. So that's usually your starting point. If you are more flexible in when is going to be the time of your ceremony, then you can just pick a random time, build everything around it. And then if you feel like you need more time in the beginning or at the end,
Like you are adjusting it.
exactly.
So in our case, we don't want to do a religious ceremony. And also the location that we have is very flexible. So that's why we started okay, what if we do the ceremony at 4 p.m. or what if we do it at 1 p.m. And then, we needed to adjust, the ceremony time. But to me, it was completely unknown territory. And if you wouldn't have led that part, then I would be completely lost.
Yeah.
So what else do they need to know?
So when you have your ceremony time set, then you have to think about, are you going to do a first look or not? So some people don't like the idea of a first look. They really want to see each other for the first time at the altar.
That's also something I had no clue about it. I didn't know it was a thing, the first look.
Yeah, so it's a thing where you see each other already before you have the ceremony to kind of make sure that you have already time to take pictures, also to make sure that the moment that you see each other is a bit more intimate, so you don't have the whole crowd there, which can be very overwhelming as well. And for me, I think we decided to do the first look to make sure that we can just take a lot of pictures already. You can take all the couple pictures, you can also then take pictures with the family, with bridesmaids, groomsmen.
Yeah, that's the advantage that I also understood, because I think in Mexico is not a thing. Well, I don't know these days, but I've never seen a first look before. In Germany, I saw a first look and well, I mean, I didn't see it, but I knew that the groom and bride saw themselves before the actual ceremony. And now I see the practical advantage of it. And I think also it's like a private moment between just the two of us.
Yeah.
Well, and the photographers, of course.
Yeah. And it already takes a lot of the tension away then, because it can otherwise feel as a lot this first time. So for us, we decided to do the first look, because depending on if you do the first look or not, you have to basically build in more or less time for pictures before or after the ceremony.
So what do you recommend to do? Like, when do you recommend to do the first look before the ceremony?
I recommend it to basically everyone, unless you are really putting a lot of value into seeing each other for the first time at the altar. If that's a tradition that's very important for you. One thing that in the beginning I was thinking about, that maybe then it would not be so emotional anymore, like walking down the aisle and seeing each other there for the first time. But I have heard that in my research, like all the videos that I've seen of people that got married, that it still felt very emotional for them, because then it's just the whole setting there, all the family and friends, and you will still feel emotional. It's just that you will feel a little bit less stressed in the moment.
But I meant like how long in advance before the ceremony to do?
This. I recommend that you do the first look, depending on what your photographer says as well, but probably about 2 hours before your ceremony starts.
Okay.
So you have enough time to take all the pictures. So taking the pictures will probably take about an hour. It could be a bit more, it could be a bit less if you don't care a lot about having too many pictures or want to have a lot of pictures with other people. And then you want want to have some time before the guests arrive as well, because depending on where you take the pictures, you need to be hidden from the guests. And it's also nice to have some time to relax a little bit before you're actually having the wedding and the ceremony. And probably you want to eat something then as well.
Yeah,
So
that would be nice because
having a little
otherwise
bit of
we are not
butter.
going to eat anything. Okay, so far we have the ceremony at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
and then 2 hours before the first look, so at 1 p.m.
Yeah. And maybe I think even a bit more, 2.5 hours. So you have a little bit of a buffer as well.
So 12:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And then what do we need to do?
And then so before you have your first look, of course, you have to get ready. And for most brides, that takes a lot of time.
Can you imagine?
I was actually a little bit surprised on how much time that's going to take, because I was first thinking, okay, an hour, okay, let's do extra much, let's do 2 hours. And then I was looking in some other plans and I saw everywhere there was like 3 or 4 hours. And I was like, oh, that's very long.
4 hours.
And then I talked to my makeup artist and she said, yeah, we need at least 4 hours.
Damn.
I was like,
Well,
oh my
it's
God.
going to be the most important day of your
Yeah,
life.
exactly. Exactly. And especially for
you
me,
have
I have a lot of hair, so the hair will take a lot of time. And I think it's good to also make sure that you have time to redo things. If maybe it doesn't work out, like if with the makeup you don't like how it looks, that they can still change it a little bit. Or with the hair. Also, it's going to be more than just you getting ready. There's going to be probably bridesmaids or a mom or other people in the room. You want to have time to also chill and talk a little bit, maybe have some snacks. Just take it really easy, really slow, have some nice music, have some breaks in between.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. You also don't want to rush it.
No.
You don't want to feel the pressure. You just want
Exactly.
to also enjoy that part of being ready.
Exactly. I think it can be a very nice time with the people that you choose to have there to relax and to get excited about the day ahead. So definitely don't make that too short and just
So your plan is to get ready also with your bridesmaid.
so I will get ready with my bridesmaids and my mom. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And my sister who is she's one of my bridesmaids as well.
Well, my plan is way more simple.
Yeah.
I just go to our place and I will wear a suit. It's going to take me 1 hour, I think. So it's just going to be by myself. I don't foresee that my groomsmen are going to be there. So yeah, but I mean, if you also want to plan that, take that into consideration and put it in the plan.
Yeah, exactly. Because everyone can take as much time as they want to get ready.
Exactly.
Yes. And then, of course, before that, you need to think about what is the morning ritual that you want to have this morning. Do you want to go for a run or not? Do you maybe want to go for a walk? Do you want to have a big breakfast? Do you want to maybe do some meditation? Do you want to journal? Stuff like that. Anything to ease you into the day. So whatever works best for you, I recommend that you have enough time for that as well.
Yeah, true. And well, in our case, okay, so ceremony at 3, then first look 12:30, then 4 hours before 12:30.
Well, my makeup artist is coming at 9.
At 9 a.m. So you start at 9.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And in our case, because we are staying at the Amstel Hotel.
Oh, we haven't told them the location yet. Yeah, we decided on a location. It will be the Amstel Hotel. Yeah.
So this hotel that is next to the Amstel, it looks very iconic. It was the first hotel in Amsterdam. So there is a lot of history. There is a lot of culture there. And we are going to stay there.
Yeah.
One night before and the night of the wedding. So we stay there. Also, we chose this even though it's not tradition. Some couples, they like to go and sleep separated. But I mean, the idea is appealing, but I didn't want to lose the opportunity of sleeping at the Amstel Hotel. And that's why we are choosing to sleep there. So we wake up and the plan is to have breakfast. And then after breakfast, then I leave home and I leave you there enjoying our room.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think that that part is already clear.
Yes.
Then how do we move to the next topic in the schedule? Because now we have everything that happens before. Now what happens during and after the ceremony?
Yes. So I think basically after the ceremony, you can get really creative. So there's so many different ways to structure your wedding day, depending on also the traditions that you want to include, or maybe if you want to keep it really small or very big, you can really personalize now. So probably it's a good idea to think about how long do you even want this day to be? Do you want to it to be a very long day where you do all kinds of different things? Or do you just want to keep it kind of short and sweet? Is there a certain end time that you have in mind? Is there going to be different locations, like different parts of the wedding? So for us, basically what we are doing is we have a part where we have some drinks after the ceremony. And
So at the hotel.
yeah, at the hotel, there will be some snacks as well. There will be cake cutting then as well. So also the cake cutting is something you can do it basically whenever you want during the day. So it can be during the dinner, it can be right after the ceremony.
So it's up to you then.
Yeah, so I think it's most traditional to do it after dinner, but we are just doing it at the Amstel Hotel because it's more convenient. After this, we will go to a second location.
So we are going to rent a boat for all the guests that they are going to take us at the same time to Amsterdam North, and we are going to Cova, so this Mexican restaurant that we really like. We love the food there, and also the place, it looks very Mexican, and that's going to be where we have dinner and the party.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, then you have at this second location the dinner part, and then after that the party part.
Yeah.
I think you have to decide what is most important for you and how long you want it to be. So for example, I wanted to make sure that we have at least 2 hours of dancing because I love dancing, especially with all the people that we really care about that are going to be together with all the songs that we love. So I want to make sure at least 2 hours.
And it's where
getting crazy.
everybody gets drunk,
Yes.
and they can dance with each other, and like I imagine a Danish person dancing with a Mexican one, and that's really the highlight
Yes.
of the wedding.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, we need to make sure that we have enough time for that. And also what I really like to have during the dinner is that it's kind of a long dinner where between the courses there's some activities happening.
Yeah.
So this
So-
could be where people have speeches or something like that.
Or a game,
A game, exactly.
tradition,
Yes.
something.
Yeah. So we have a ceremony meester, masters of ceremony, that's going to help us with that. It's a
it's
very
our-
dear friend.
Our friend Thomas.
Yes. So thank you, Thomas.
Sorry for all the work that you will need to do.
Yes. So he's going to coordinate basically all those things because most of them will probably be a surprise. So we don't know exactly who is going to do a speech or what is going to happen.
Yeah, but he also needs to coordinate that the DJ arrives in time, that the sound equipment arrives in time, the decoration, also at the end of the party, the removal of those things. So yeah,
Yes.
we realized later that it's going to be a lot of work for him.
Yes. Because you will just be enjoying.
Yeah. But okay, so you recommend to think about what is most important for you. In your case is the party,
Yes.
then the dinner,
Yes.
and based on that, you put it in the schedule.
Yes.
Also, we need to plan the travel time from one location to the other.
Very important,
Yeah.
yes.
So
You need to have a buffer there as well because it's always going to take more time than you think,
exactly.
especially to gather everyone. And also,
So for that, we calculated 1 hour, but we are going to tell the boat company that is only going to be like a 45-50 minute ride.
yes, exactly. And I think it's also important to think about how much time you need for taking pictures with everyone, especially after the ceremony. It's probably the moment where you want to take a picture with most of your guests. It also helps if you already have kind of a list of the pictures that you definitely want, maybe certain family members or certain friends that you want to have a picture with. This also takes time. And what you also need to consider when you're kind of making your planning for the day is like how much time the guests are doing certain things and if they're still being entertained enough and if they're eating enough, because they don't want to have to stay in a certain place for very long, because maybe as the bridal couple you're very busy with taking pictures or doing other things, and then they're just maybe sitting somewhere not really having something to eat,
Not knowing what to do.
not knowing what to do. They don't know each other. It's all like a little bit weird, maybe a bit awkward.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to maybe then think of some things to kind of get the flow going.
Yeah. Okay, so in our case, in our schedule, we have the ceremony at 3. Then, how long is the ceremony?
I think we put 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we stayed at the Amstel Hotel.
Yeah, we're doing like a grand entrance. So after the ceremony, all the guests will go on the terrace outside and they're going to have these rose petals. And then we will enter the terrace as well and they will throw them on us and we'll be...
Yeah.
There will be a toast, I think. And
Yeah, also traditionally, like guests, they throw rice, but then we need to pay more.
Yeah.
If so, we need to pay the cleaning fees, and we don't want to pay that.
We had to save somewhere.
Yeah. Then there we have 3 or 4 snacks.
Yeah, so everybody will get some different rounds of snacks. I think 4 snacks.
Yeah,
Then to make sure
cake.
people eat.
Plus the cake, and then we stay there until 6 p.m. And then at 6 p.m. the boat arrives, and at 7 we are already at the restaurant.
Yeah.
So then we thought,
So we are gathering the guests already before 6. So around 5:30 we will start telling people like, hey,
get ready, go to
time
the
to
toilet.
yeah, exactly, and
Yeah.
let's go to the boat.
Then we thought about receiving them with a welcome drink and a welcome snack, and then the dinner starts.
The dinner starts, and then it's going to be a bit of a surprise for us. And so, how long was the total duration of the dinner and activities that will be in between for us?
So it's going to be from 7:30 until 9. So 1.5 hours for the dinner, and then I think we start the party around 9:30. Yeah, so from 9:30 to 1 a.m. is going to be the party. So including the first dance with your father, the first dance with my mother. Well, the first dance of us
As
first,
well, yeah.
then your father, then my mother,
Yeah.
and then everyone.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And there will be a bouquet toss as well.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Please throw it to my.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also there was a limit on till what time the music can be on. So at 1 o'clock it has to be over and out. They will take out all the cables, everything just shut.
Yeah, because of the rules
Yeah.
in that location.
Yeah. So I think that was also with our planning kind of a point where we could start to plan down, if that makes sense, so it could all come together. I think something to consider as well in the planning of your day is that you have some time together as well. I think it can go really fast and a lot of things are happening. And even though you're constantly kind of together, you're probably going to be very involved with your guests and everything that's happening. So it can be nice if you have some moments in the day as well where you can just be the two of you, kind of like appreciate like, oh, this is happening right now. So we have, for example, a moment after the ceremony where we can just very quickly be together, like, we just got married, right before we go on the terrace to greet all our guests there.
Yeah. What I'm curious is how is this going to turn out, because we have this image in our minds, and also I don't want to be disappointed, but I mean, I think it all depends. So it's all a matter of being transparent and being communicative. So my recommendation is to do this schedule in Google Drive or like in a live file, because we have changed this like, I don't know, 10 times.
Yes.
And we started to share this timeline with the event manager of the hotel, with the owner of the restaurant, with our friend that is going to help us with the planning. Also, other friends will have all the responsibility.
Photographers as well.
With the photographers. Yeah, so this document is becoming the core of our wedding.
Yes, yeah. So it helps to have a rough outline kind of early on, so you can also discuss this with everyone, because it's very easy to overlook things and to underestimate things, but people know best. So for example, my makeup artist, she knows how much time she will need to get us ready in a like nice chill time. The photographers know how much time they need to take the first look pictures with us and some pictures with the guests as well. Then at the restaurants, they will know how much time they need to serve all the guests, and also if then there would be time necessary in between, like how much time would be needed for the total thing. So it really helps to discuss. You can also, of course, put it into ChatGPT, see what they say about it.
Yeah, but I mean, we have tried that and it's not perfect. So we cannot avoid the traditional work. It helps with some things, but it's still not perfect. And because of that, if you write a comment and if you want this schedule from us, we can share it with you.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a secret. We don't have confidential information.
And of course, after the actual wedding, we will let you know if it was successful or not.
Yeah.
Because we are very confidently saying this now. Because, I mean, I put in all the work. But yeah, plans can go wrong. So let's see.
Yeah, exactly. let's see what happens.
Yes, and then after the wedding, we will have the fully updated, very vast timeline, and it will have all the extra tips then as well. We will, of course, dive into all the questions that you guys have then as well.
Yeah, we need to make sure that we update that after our learnings.
Yes. Yeah, but I feel confident about this. Also with everyone that I've discussed this with that is very experienced in weddings, felt like this was a good schedule. So
Nice.
yeah, let's do it.
Well, let's see what happens, and thank you for being here with us in our journey planning our wedding. Thank you for being part of Making Love Work.
So maybe next time we are married already.
Yeah.
So see you then.